Hello everyone, in this video we are going to continue with our grammar lesson on the past simple tense, and today we are going to study exactly about the past forms of irregular verbs. Before we start, I invite you to watch this animated video.
Hello guys, today we are going to study about the past simple of irregular verbs. So, can you please tell me how was your weekend? Did you do something special? You can start, Samir. Okay, sir. My weekend was just great. I really had lots of fun with my friend Adam. On Saturday morning, I woke up early. I didn't sleep much as usual. I had my breakfast. Then, I wore my clothes and went out. I took the bus to the center of the city. I met my friend Adam and then went to the nearest restaurant. We were hungry, so we ate lunch together. After that we went to the park. In the evening, we went back home, and we watched a comedy film together. We had so much fun. That's how I spent my weekend, sir. Thank you, Samir. I'm glad you enjoyed your time.
So let's now remind you again of the things Samir did during last weekend. He first woke up early. Then he had breakfast, wore his clothes. He took the bus to the center of the city. He met Adam there. They both had lunch at a restaurant. Then they went to the park. And finally, they went back home and watched a film together. That's how they spent the weekend. Samir said he enjoyed his time. So remember that these things happened last weekend. This means in the past. So the verbs you see in different colors are in the past simple form. Let's study them together. You may notice that there are two different lists of verbs: regular verbs and irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are like the verb to watch and the verb to enjoy. They are called irregular verbs, as we have seen before, because they take the rule, which is verb plus ed. However, the other verbs are irregular verbs. They are called irregular verbs because they take no rule. They often change in the past simple form. For example, the verb to wake up changes into woke up. The verb to have changes into had. The verb to wear changes into wore. The verb to take changes into took. The verb to meet changes into met. The verb to eat changes into ate. And the verb to spend changes into spent. Let's now see how do we make the past form of irregular verbs. Let's get started with the positive form. An example is Samir ate breakfast. Or he ate breakfast. She ate breakfast. Samir and Adam ate lunch. They ate lunch. You can see that there is only one single form for all pronouns, singular or plural. But the verb changed from eat to ate. Ate. This is the positive form. Let us see how to make the negative form now. An example for the negative form is Samir didn't sleep much. He did not sleep much. We can also say I didn't sleep much. You did not sleep. We. They did not sleep. Again, it's the same form for all pronouns, singular and plural. But look at the verb. It's in the infinitive after the auxiliary did not. So to make the negative, use auxiliary didn't plus the infinitive. Didn't plus the infinitive. You can also make questions and answers using irregular verbs. An example is, did you go to the park? You can also say, did he go to the park? Or did they go to the park? This means we use the same form again for all pronouns. Did you go? Did you go? Or did they go? Singular and plural. But look at the verb. Again, it's in the infinitive. So to form questions, we use the same auxiliary, did plus subject plus infinitive. This means the verb takes no changes. It's in the base form or the infinitive. For yes and no questions, you can make short answers. Saying, for example, did you go to the park? Yes, I did. Did they go to the park? Yes, they did. In the negative form, you may say, no, I didn't. No, they didn't. Now, we have seen that irregular verbs change only in the affirmative form. They do not change in negatives or questions. With negatives and questions, we only use infinitives after did or didn't. But what you should know is that not all verbs change in the positive form. There are verbs that change completely. For example, the verb to be changes into was or were. The verb to teach changes into taught. The verb to go changes into went. But there are verbs that do not change completely. This means they take only some changes or few changes. For example, the verb to sleep changes into slept. The verb to make changes into made. Made. And then the third list is a list of verbs that do not change at all. They take no changes. We use them in the past form, just like in the infinitive form. For example, the verb to cut remains cut. Verb to put stays put. The verb to read stays with the same spelling, but with some change within the pronunciation. It remains read. Say, yesterday I read a book. This is a short list of irregular verbs and their simple past forms. Try to have a look at it. Thank you for watching. That's everything for today. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. Have a good day.